A good question to ask yourself is, what have you built? You have time, you have energy. It's decreasing as I speak. The moment you lost a moment ago, you'll never get back. You only live once. The fuck have you built? All this time and energy on earth, the tools of transformation, the tools of creation, the fuck have you built? A good question to ask yourself, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the fuck have you built? And if you haven't built shit, then why the fuck are you directing your focus, your attention onto things that are distracting, retracting, and subtracting you as an individual? Now, most of you guys are quick to hate, but slow to reflect. Most of you guys are quick to project, but slow to think about why you're projecting. Most of you suffer from intense inadequacy. You're inadequate to the point that you've been on the earth for 30 years plus and you haven't built shit. And so if you have been on earth for a specific duration of time and have nothing in your name that refers to you creating and building something from the ground up, that goes to show what the fuck you are, a waste of fucking time. You have to understand that if you're going to waste your time, you are a waste of time. If you're going to waste your life, you are a waste of life. And if you've been on earth for a specific duration of time and you've wasted that time, you haven't created, you have nothing to show for the time you've spent, because time in essence is the universal currency. Your existence, the toll of your existence is the time that you have on earth. And so if you're going to waste your time, that represents what the fuck you represent, and you're representing a waste of fucking time. And so to waste your time, you have to understand that you are the investment. If you're not going to invest into yourself, if you have nothing to show for the time you spent on earth, if you have no skills, if you are incompetent, if you are a low-level piece of shit, inadequate bitch, well, you have to understand that, when you're quick to hate, it's just a reflection of the internal inadequacy within your soul. And so you have to truly confront yourself, and you have to ask what the fuck you've built. And then after you're done asking that question, you need to ask yourself, what the fuck am I building? So we've realized that you've wasted all this time on earth. You have nothing to show for the time you spent on earth. All you did was distract yourself. All you did was hinder your growth. All you did was delay your ascension. So now you have to ask yourself, what are you building in this present moment? What the fuck are you doing in the present moment to create something better for yourself? What the fuck are you doing daily to create something more than it already is? To be more, to compound into more. The actions you take daily are a reflection of your soul and a direct corresponding to the potential you will unfold. And so you have to understand that if you are taking actions that are hindering you as an individual, well, you are the best hindrance to yourself. And so you have to ask yourself, what the fuck are you building with your time and energy on earth? And if you're not building shit, that just goes to show the low quality piece of shit you are. And what the fuck you pretend to be is not who you are, because you are your actions, because what you put your time and energy into is a reflection of you, because that is your conduit. That is what you are conducing, inducing, and protruding into the universe. Because what you input into yourself is reflecting your character. If you're going to sit there and be addicted to the porn, the vape, and whatever the fuck you do to distract yourself as an individual, you have to understand that is a direct reflection of who the fuck you are internally. And your internal world is going to expose you externally. If you are weak internally, you have to understand that is a low quality trait within you manifesting externally. You have to understand we live in the realm of cause and effect. If you are inadequate internally, well, the effect of that is going to be you being inadequate externally. So we have to understand that if you want a different effect, you have to change the cause. And if the cause is within you, then you have to change your internal state to build yourself into something more than what the fuck you're affecting your reality to be in this current moment. And so most of you guys are quick to point the finger. Most of you guys are quick to blame life, but slow to blame yourself. Most of you guys are quick to try and destroy someone else's building, but never realize that with all the fucking time and energy you've had on earth, you haven't built shit. And so no matter what you see in front of you, you will always have to disintegrate what you see, because what is reflecting in front of you, You cannot conceive. You do not have the level, the bandwidth of perception. Your frequency doesn't allow you to perceive it as it is. It only allows you to perceive it as you are. And so most of you guys project your internal states of chaos before you even had the ideation to reflect upon what the fuck you're seeing. And if you don't reflect upon yourself, well, how the fuck are you going to reflect on things you perceive in reality? And so most of you guys go through life wasting your time and energy. And so the question for you today is, what the fuck have you built? And if you haven't built shit in your life, the fuck are you building? You only live once and the time is decreasing. You have not built anything of worth. You have not created, you have not reflected the higher qualities of self within whatever the fuck you're supposed to create. You have not disintegrated the lowest qualities of yourself to reimburse yourself with a higher quality version of you, because we all have to understand that we are all experiencing ourselves. And so you guys are externally and extrinsically driven, but you are in essence experiencing yourself. And so your reality is a direct reflection of you, because you are the life you are experiencing. And so most of you guys believe that life and you are separate, but that is not true. You are your life. And so the life you live is a reflection of you. And if you are living in being in an effect, aka cause and effect, if you are in an effect you don't want to be in, well, the cause is within you, and you need to take accountability for that low quality bitch, because you have to understand that quality is reflecting into your external world. And so everyone is quick to blame the world. Everyone is quick to blame everyone but themselves. But in all actuality, you are the cause and your reality is the effect. And so until you change yourself to change the effect, the cause will remain and so will the effect. And as you dwindle and fade into the universe to remain a nothing and be a void your entire life, remember that you always had the opportunity to build, outgrow, in-source, and then outsource the energy that you have, harnessed within yourself, to use your mind as an actual tool to navigate yourself into better spaces and experiences in life. Most of you guys, your mind is a weapon against yourself. You latch onto everything that is going to suck you dry. You guys are the best weapon against yourself. And so until you realize that, with the time and energy that you have wasted on earth is wasted potential, you have to understand that you will continue to navigate yourself towards these outcomes your entire fucking life until you do some shit to change some shit. Because that internal fucking cause is reflecting externally, and what the fuck even is that? The best thing to do is look in the mirror and ask yourself, the fuck have you built? And what the fuck are you building? Because most of you guys don't build shit, and then you project that internal inadequacy of reverberation of mediocrity onto what the fuck is in front of you. And so the best thing to do is reflect upon yourself and ask yourself, the fuck are you building? And if you're not building shit, ask yourself, the fuck have you built? Because if you haven't built shit, but you're not building, the fuck are you even doing with your life? You guys are sitting here in desires. You guys are flustered. You guys are drowning in desire. You guys are the biggest weapon against yourself. You do everything to distract, retract, and subtract yourself as a fucking individual. Instead of going forward, you go backwards because you're that fucking stupid. And so until you realize that you are a machine of desire, just wasting your life, until you can open your eyes and say, fuck, I need to build some shit, you will die a low-level piece of shit. And frankly, you deserve it, as long as you continue to neglect and deflect the responsibility and accountability that you need to ascend within your life. You can continue to outsource your problems, but remember that the cause to that effect is the not entanglement within your own fucking mind. So while you remain to be a delirious fucking primate, remember you only live once and you have not built shit. And every second you waste is a moment you could have built some shit but decided not to build some shit because you're that fucking idiotic. So do yourself a favor and reflect instead of project that pussy bitch in the mirror. It's that fucking simple. Peace.